Didn't want that to happen. Okay, anyway, while this rolled through. So, yeah, I was just curious to know about the VIP experience or concert. Welcome y'all to the show.
Yeah,
You
I've
know,
only
I'm
ever
looking.
been VIP with Beyonce though. That's the only one I'm spending a coin for.
Yeah.
Truly, but no other artist could ever get the amount of coin Beyonce gets out of me. I'm
And I
talking
was
about
gonna say,
you.
cause
There,
her
they have.
VIP, this isn't like
What's that?
shade, but her VIP isn't like great. Cause I mean, it's Beyonce, so like it's not.
Hmm.
It's usually just like special merch. I'm assuming early
Exactly.
entry,
Yeah.
cause she don't do
Yeah.
sound check or nothing like smaller artists. So
Not really. There have been
yeah.
some fans that get like that. I think they get like behind the scenes type of
Hmm.
thing. They might get like go behind the stage and stuff like that. And I think like
Oh,
in the
okay.
past they have met Beyonce, but it's not like specified on the ticket. It's like you happen to be in the hallway and she going from costume
Right.
conversations to camera work,
And then
and
you
you
just
just happen to
happen
get
to.
lucky.
That's still worth it though. I mean, for somebody like Beyonce, most people never
Yeah, I
be.
mean, honestly, really only super fans should ever get a VIP thing because, like you said, it's not going to be like you getting a meet and greet. It's going to be
Yeah.
for the prosperity of it all.
But I think that
Prosperity
stands
of
for
it
any
all.
even smaller artists. Like typically I don't go to big artist concerts and stuff like that. I just feel like I don't get as much bang for my buck. That's not to say I won't go, but
Mhm.
I'm much more compelled to buy tickets to smaller artists just because I feel like you
Yeah.
get so much more for your money. That's not to say I wouldn't go see a big artist, but it's just like I feel like for the big artists, it has to be a vibe thing. Like I have to go with somebody who's
Mhm.
just like it's more of a friend experience, I think, to have.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
not
wouldn't want to
going
go
with
see
no.
Beyonce by myself. It's not to say I wouldn't, but I feel like
I
the
would.
thing that makes it better is like going with other Beyonce fans because you're
Mhm.
not getting that. Like I feel like that makes it worth it to be on the floor because also the company you're around is like other fans
Mhm.
who, so I don't know. I just feel like with those bigger artists, it's really the vibes and like how big of a fan you are. But I feel like those smaller artists, you be getting merch, sound checks, the meet and greets, like I mean, you get so much for your money. So,
I
you
will
know.
say the experience, like it kind of depends, I guess, going by
Hmm.
yourself. Like I would spend cute dollar and be in
If
the
I'm a
ground
fan
floor and
fan,
be by myself.
yeah, yeah.
Because I realized in the lines too, like if you're ground floor, you could turn to your left, you could turn to your
Exactly.
right, and you could be like, Beyonce's a great artist, and then have a best friend the entire concert.
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's kind of like vibes. Like I feel like if you spend that amount of money, yes, I would if I had a friend who was also a fan, that would make it like top tier. Like I think like how you and Ashley go, that's great because y'all are both big fans and y'all are willing to do that. But yeah, also if you're a fan of anybody, like you said, if you spend that coin, you're around good company
Right.
to that
Versus
degree.
though, when you like in just a regular general admission line, like you in the 200s, you in the
It's
300s,
like, oh, my
but
friend brought
like,
me here.
but yeah, like don't, it ain't the same experience.
It's
It-
not.
that's a situation where I need to bring a friend. I'm trying to get
Yeah.
my life in the 300s. I need a friend with me. I can be by
Yeah.
myself in the front and center, baby.
You know what? I kind of agree because that's one of the reasons I prefer. Like, I'm new to this concert thing. I'm new to this going it alone life.
Hmm.
To things that I want to go to, but I kind of like it low key.
Yeah,
I didn't think
yeah,
I
I
would like it
have
as much as I
no
did.
issue. No issue, because it just, and on top of that, it forces you out your comfort zone. Like unless you just want to have a very reclusive experience, you can. But like for the people that want to have like a memorable, like great time and actually share the experience, like yeah, go by yourself. Make go to the bar, be there a little extra,
Right.
you know. Spark up conversation with somebody else standing by themselves. You like their outfit, give a compliment. It's not as hard as people make it out to be.
It kind of makes you talk to other people.
As you should.
Yeah. I find that you like, and more people talk to you when you go by yourself
But if
than
you
when you.
end up, but you said that when you go with
I said
a
when you go
friend,
by yourself, you're more approachable. So I do
that's
feel
what
like
I'm saying.
if
It's
people
less
want
sex.
things or want to talk to someone, they're more likely to talk to you if you're by yourself.
Yeah, yeah. It's definitely easier for others. But yeah, I forgot what I was about to say before that.
Oh, sorry, because I was just like looking out the corner of my mouth. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's fun. It's a challenge to go by yourself, and it also gives you a really good chance to like check in with yourself and see what kind of vibes you have just by yourself, and not depend on other people. Because
Yeah,
I just feel like if you go by yourself and you bored, that's because you boring. I mean, that's just how I feel about it. But I could be wrong.
I ain't got not one care in the world, bitch. And that's the talk. I love giving a compliment to people. I really
Mhm.
do. So yeah, I always start there. I
Yeah.
find somebody give a nice, genuine compliment to.
Yeah,
See
it's
where it
so
goes.
easy at a concert too, because people spend a lot of energy. Well, most people spend a lot of energy on their concert outfit. That's an easy icebreaker conversation starter. Like, oh, I like
Yeah,
your outfit.
hell yeah.
Easy. But anyway, we're gonna roll into talking about To Be Hero X because we got a lot of episodes to get through because we literally have not talked about it in 5 episodes. Right? I
Yeah,
think.
that's 5 episodes. Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of good because that means we don't have to go so in depth with some of these earlier ones because they were kind of,
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
more character arcs. So I
I
guess
think
we
we
could do
started
that
at
until
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, 15. Because honestly, I mean, we left off. We did what's her name? I don't know, pink hair girl name.
Lolly. Put some respect
Lolly.
on Lolly. Check
We
the
could talk about
background.
Lolly. We could talk about
Check the
Lolly, but
background. We gonna get there. But we had first we had Ghost Blade's arc, then we had Little Big
yeah,
Johnny arc, and then we got the conversion, is what I
yeah,
call
it
it.
was where everything came together. So yeah, we did Ghost Blade. What did you think of his arc in general before we get into specifics about it?
Yeah. Ghost Blade, I just feel like it was an uphill battle with a non-talking character. I got his story. I empathize,
Right.
His backstory was very comical too, with the girl that just didn't want to speak either, and the way she was like not giving a care in the world when she was
I
getting
love
robbed.
it. Yeah.
It's just like, oh no, it's gonna stab me.
He was like, and I fell in love. I fell in love that day.
Right, but she got her shit together though. Once she had that baby.
Yeah, and I was gagged though. Like I did love the reveal throughout his story. So generally speaking, I enjoy his story just because of the gag. And I always like you go back and see the same thing through a different perspective thing. That's always gonna eat for me. That's always
they did this a lot throughout these last 5 episodes too. I really like the recontextualization.
Yes, and I love it. I'm always gonna enjoy that. And I was gagged that was his daughter. I was not expecting it. Like I don't know, I was so gagged. I kind of because I'm gonna say why, because even when we watched the Lolly story and I saw it, I was like, ain't that Ghost Blade? But we hadn't officially met him.
You clocked it first. I was like, his silhouette
like,
don't fit nobody. And you was like, I mean, Ghost Blade a little bit. And I'm like, actually.
Because he don't talk. So that was interesting. And so I was really curious to see what that was all about. But I still in that moment wouldn't have thought he was her dad just because he doesn't look old. Like you don't really get to see his face. From what we saw, he looked like a younger guy. Like I wouldn't have thought he had an 18-year-old daughter. Like when
Is she 18?
Yeah, she's an adult. Yeah. I think she's 18.
I was about to call
Lolly Daddy.
Diddy Corporation. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're 18. I calculated it back when I was adding up the years.
Even still. But I digress.
So yeah, I just never would have thought that would be her dad or something. I don't know. I didn't think it was a stalker. Yeah.
I mean, I guess the dad kind of got me a little bit. It wasn't like I just was like, aha, I got you from the beginning.
Right.
But I mean, the hair color, the stalking, misdirect. Once it clicked, it kind of, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It made sense, like immediately. So
yeah, I did like it though. I like that it wasn't just a creeper. I don't really I don't clamor for those vibes or those themes in my media. I don't die for stalker
because it's not cute. It's not cute. Yeah,
apparently we are in the minority because
you is popping off.
Right, you's popping off. Jobless reincarnation is still a thing and successful. We just keep it moving. We push it.
And yeah, so I mean, his story was good. I feel like the first episode of his, because he was 2 episodes, right? I feel like the first episode of his story was a little bit more stronger for me than the second one. I mean,
the first one was pretty much just like us going through the paces and doing that recontextualization.
Yeah, right. Which I absolutely enjoyed every moment of that. But then that second one where they were kind of like on the road. First of all, I gotta get this off my chest really early.
Okay.
I cannot stand Little Johnny.
Oh yeah, same.
And I don't know if I need to watch it in Japanese, but it's just something about his voice, like just his talk. Like it probably fits. It fits his character, I guess, but it's just like really annoying. It's something
It's the
about
ping
it.
pong of emotions for me. That's what it is. It's the whiplash of emotions. Like I can handle you being a fun character with a deep side,
Mm-hmm.
but just in that car ride alone, and then and that was another one where we got um, context behind his
Yeah.
random crying and then going
Yeah.
right back to being happy and shoving it away. And the softest side of me, the
Mm-hmm.
most marshmallow side of me is like, well, this is just showing that he's able to rein in his emotions and that
Yeah, because like, what is?
he has a hard, very difficult, traumatic life, and it's worth the emotion. But it's just seeing it so quickly go back and forth kind of
Yeah,
trivializes it a
like,
little
what
bit.
is his character? Like, I feel like I went through this whole arc and I don't really understand him as a hero. Like,
I think I
better, like I understand the alien basically is doing the heavy lifting, I guess.
mhm.
Like, I mean, obviously. But like, I mean, as a character, because I saw his dad, I don't know. I feel like out of all of the heroes' backstory, because he had so much other stuff that's converging in his storyline, which I'm
Yeah,
so grateful for.
directly after getting to.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't get as much real good understanding of his mental set between. I saw his childhood, but between then and now, I really don't understand this character he's become. Because even when as a kid, when he was like, "I'm becoming a hero," he wasn't fucking around. Like when he walked in that room and he was like, yeah, he was about to be like, he was so serious. So I'm really not understanding the jump from like that little kid I saw who was like, I'm gonna
Mhm.
fuck all y'all up, to like, hey, little Johnny. I'm just like,
I think
why? What is this?
I think they kind of did a montage that I can extrapolate his story from, to be completely honest. I think I do get his motivations. Like he wanted to be a hero, very naive based just because of his parents.
Right.
We see. Are you watching? You don't watch Kaiju #8, do you?
Mm-mm. Not yet.
That's slapping
It's
right
on my
now.
list, but I'm not
That's
watching it.
slapping very hard right now, and it's a similar theme that I was going to mention. But so that's his start, and then his mother passes. That gives him that extra a little bit of character development, gives him the drive and the explanation of this whole son thing, which I'm glad we got.
Yeah.
And then so we go from that to his interactions with that current number one at the time. Vortex was his name.
Yeah, Vortex. Right.
Vortex, and then the death of his father. So at this point, he is slowly being chipped away. Right, the happy aspect of him is still fighting to like
Yeah. Everything got serious.
mainstay, right? And so when he calmed down Big Johnny after the fight and got him back, I think that really held him in that space of like still remaining that kid that was there, but at the same time, the vengeance,
Right.
slowly growing. So at this point in time, he got to that point where Vortex died. I think that was in the second episode of the first episode of his, maybe. Can't remember. But when
Maybe
Vortex
second.
died, that's when they did that montage of him just completely feeling lost. So that I think is the character flip to where we get now, to where he's trying to get back and find, I guess, who he is, but at the same time, really diving back into that whole vengeance thing now that he has a goal.
Yeah, he has
It's
these
like
moments.
it's restarting.
Yeah, it definitely also gives off that it's like he disarms people with that, but he's like very calculated underneath. Like I kind of feel that too. So I'm just like, maybe it's
I'm wondering if
that.
I feel calculation from him, because he feels like one of
He
the
has a very well, yeah. Now he's lost. I feel like now, as
Mhm.
like you said, he's like, okay, I don't have any direction, but I don't know. I got to see more of him. I would have hoped from his arc. I know we skipped ahead, but I just would have hoped from his arc that I would have a bit. I feel like with everybody else, I had a very like clear understanding from like beginning to end of like who this character is, why they became who they are, how their powers developed, how the public saw them and credited them. I feel like, I don't know. I was like, maybe I wasn't paying attention.
I'm missing that context too, because the only
like,
aspect or thing that I believe gives him the hero title is Big Johnny, and of course, I think Big Johnny is nothing without little Johnny,
Right.
because I feel like he has that whole emotional connection. They're bonded or something like that. So his emotions feeds him. So he might not make it, back after getting to that level of heightened without Little
Right.
Johnny.
Right.
But I'm figuring, but the thing is, Big Johnny's always had that power. So when Little Johnny and Big Johnny became heroes, the trust can't just be going to Little Johnny alone.
Yeah,
Big Johnny
exactly.
alone. So I'm wondering and we might see that in this fight coming up.
Well, because he kind of feels like when Big Johnny is Big Johnny, the little
Big Johnny is the little one.
Yeah, when he killed Vortex, people had the story that he tamed Big Johnny.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm like, he's like a Pokemon trainer. Like, I guess to the public, it's kind of like he's more like a Pokemon trainer.
Because that would be a good way to keep you squishy and like human if like the main thing you do is support the actual hero.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I feel like. He's like Ash and Pikachu or something like that.
Okay. That actually is going to be interesting then, because actually, it's a theory that's going to definitely lead into well past what we're talking about. So
anything, well, let's let you go. Sorry. I hate to get into Little Johnny. But I mean,
because he's probably honestly the most interesting part about anything we're talking about.
Yeah. And I feel like Ghostblade was pretty straightforward. Like, I love the whole him being a dad and like getting to know his daughter. I mean, because if you think about it, a lot of Ghostblade's story was just us revisiting what we already had seen in Lolly's story.
Yeah. Explaining him.
Yeah. And then like the camp.
To be a creep.
Right. And then the camp thing, and then like him fighting what was the DJ name? We got to see
Shindig.
Yeah, we got to see
let that black man go. Every time I see him, I'm like, y'all will not let him rest.
But don't get me started. Tell me where that tea wasn't clocked.
Wait,
I said, tell me where that tea wasn't clocked, that if an evil ass corporation wanted to try some shit out.
Yeah, let him rest. He did.
That's not That's not our lot in life, because they're gonna experiment on our ass first. So it felt very accurate to some corporation shit. Like, what's another black man who's in there dead? He said we don't claim Shindig.
We don't claim Shindig, but he's still. I'm just saying.
He's still under the boot of the man. He's still under the boot.
And then you got this white man slicing him up with a butter knife. I can't take it.
We didn't need this.
I'm talking about I'm eviscerated. Anyway, the main thing about Ghostblade that I did thought was like great to see is the whole. I didn't really care too much about the context given between him and Johnny's interaction. Honestly, I didn't need the explanation of the car ride emotions. I thought that was just extra and a little bit of time wasted in the episode. But I did like going back and seeing him have that conversation. Well, they didn't show him having that conversation immediately, but him being put assigned to the mission.
Yeah,
by Rock, who at this point in time. Rock is the worst person on screen right now. Like he genuinely, he's the most evil person we've experienced to this point.
Yeah, he is. He's terrible.
Like it's pretty bad. And the fact that we met him as like this, probably the person we thought was going to be probably the shining light of like the show. Part of the show to carry people through. Like, no, baby, the exact.
They're like, yeah, what you thought. Yeah, it's been very interesting to see what he been out here doing since when we last saw him. I will definitely say that. So yeah, I feel like that's it for Ghostblade, because we left off with them going to the crash site, right? Like that's kind of that's where they were headed. So,
but then that's the thing, we see them going off to the crash site, and I'm thinking that this is around the same time that what's her name, Queen and Cyan is on the road too. But then I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense, because later Queen and Cyan sees Big Johnny turn into his big form. So that must be right when spoiler alert, when Nice pops in. So I got a theory about that.
So let's look, because this timeline be whooping my ass, y'all. You can help me out. Yeah, I'd be like, bitch, where are we?
I think I got the timeline down now, though.
Every time I watch an episode, I'd be like, there's always that point where I'm like, hold on, if he was here and she was there, then we saw this episode, but then we went back and then we did that day over again, so we not nowhere else. Like, I'd be so confused.
But we did that day over again only for half the episode.
Right. But then we went ahead, but like, how far ahead did we go? Or did we like really go back? Like, okay, where are we?
I honestly, now that I feel like I personally have a grasp on the timeline, I'm really enjoying the story that much more because, like, I don't know, I like the structure of this show.
Yeah,
like,
I
really
love the
do.
going.
Like,
It keeps me on my toes because obviously we went
and
back
it's
so
never
many
bored.
years. And the last 3 people we saw, we didn't really move in time. We just kind of saw their different paths, right? Ghostblade, Lolly. Like, we didn't go back anymore. We kind of just were in the same time period, right? For all of those, and Little Johnny too.
I mean,
right?
we did for Ghostblade and Lolly, we did go back and forth in time, but like it was kind of all relative because they're about the same age. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, we did go. We started back further with Ghostblade, and then we came back to where we were with Lolly when his daughter was with Lolly, right? So yeah, it's always confusing because you're like, we went back, but then we came back.
Johnny, Cyan, and Lolly's stuff are all definitely within the same timeline.
Yeah, because we saw Johnny in Cyan's story with Queen, right? Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so where are we in Cyan's story now? Are we after where we left off with Cyan, or were we before?
Everybody, I think everybody that we're getting is before the Commoner. We got
we're definitely before
the official flashback, and that's the concept that people did to hang on to. Now that we went back from the Commoner, there is
before
no
I have a question. Hold on, I do have a question, which may get into spoiler, may get into where we know we before the Commoner. That's like, we know we've been going back since new ESO storyline. We went back, and we've just been pretty much going back from there. But it's like,
going back
and then coming forward, right? But we're still not up to where the Commoner is yet. Like, we never come back to there. Now with ESO, we did have animation changes though, right? In ESO's new ESO story arc, we did have some animation changes. Okay.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that where we are right now, this is old ESO?
We don't fully know, but I'm saying it is.
Okay. That was like, I was gonna forget that question. So I was like,
no, I'm not saying it is, because we got Rock. The old ESO versus new ESO battle, I feel like happened way further than we think. So I do think that this is like my theory.
This is old.
New ESO, old ESO hybrid.
Yeah, because they say because also if we don't have the scene changes, then I feel like that means we're back. This is Yang Shin ESO. Yeah, this has to be old ESO. So I don't know, but
like,
I just
ESO? I only saw this episode once. I saw the others a few times.
Because timeline wise, it can't be new ESO. I just feel like timeline, it can't. It just wouldn't be because of just timeline. It just doesn't make sense that it would be.
I don't.
Yeah, because if it was current day, we watched new ESO come into existence, and throughout his origin story, we had scene changes, we had animation changes. So I feel like if
we went back to we started with the Commoner, which is the core. Then we went back to ESO,
where the new
ESO story. Now in that new ESO, Rock had that younger vibe he was putting on. That's where we got.
And that was why I was confused.
So that, I think, is way further back, and I think we might get tripped up because new ESO was a young dude, but he was not like a young dude when the Commoner was a young dude. So I think that because
Cyan is an artist, right? Yeah, because Cyan is already an artist right now. You're right. Because where we are in the story, Cyan is already a big pop star because they're listening to her music. So yeah, it would be new ESO.
You talking about they listened to young Cyan's, Lucky Cyan's music during ESO's backstory?
They did, but where we are now with this ESO on this latest episode, remember on the way to the
Oh, because
crash
he had the
site, they
tickets
were
to the
listening
concert.
and they were listening
Right.
to Lucky Cyan. Ghost Blade and Little Johnny were listening to the Lucky Cyan as
Okay.
a big pop star in the
Okay.
car. So I'm like, oh yeah, so you're right. I got tripped up, but I'm like, oh wait, if Lucky Cyan is a huge pop star, then that means this could be new ESO.
That is true. That is true. But I'm still thinking it's I'm telling you, until they tell me otherwise, I do think
I
this is
think
like it's not one or the other. It's like both.
no, it's like a hybrid. And the other thing that brings up is if we are in current, well, at least as far as we're caught up past new ESO's origin story, and we don't have those scene changes, it actually supports the theory that X is only doing that within the city limits because they're not in the city right now. So that could be why we're not having any of those. Like maybe he has a range of effects.
Because we stopped getting it with Lucky Cyan at the beginning of her story.
Yeah.
We had a sense.
Yeah.
And all those could be in a different location, kind of like you said.
Yeah. Because they're not in the city right now.
Yeah.
So maybe there's a range of effect or something.
I don't know. But since that got brought up, I heard somebody, it was this guy talking about it. He didn't have a crazy big following, but I was just looking at different people's reaction to the episode before last. Yep. And somebody said that they had a theory that X isn't actually the bad guy. Like, he doesn't really have like nefarious intentions. And
we have nothing to say he does.
Hung on to that. Exactly. A part of me kind of hung on to that because like right now, when we get to the very end, it feels like a lot of things are coalescing and it's like a big ass clusterfuck of the top 10. So X has been pretty absent the entirety of this show. So I feel like if anything, maybe he's kind of against the trust system as well. Mm-hmm. And so like maybe he could be like, manipulate the system, get to a point where he finally has like full control. He has where he is with the level of power he has, and he's coming to really shake the game up. That's like completely opposite of my original theory. Is that he is the big bad that ESO fought, the hero that turned evil. Now I'm kind of the idea of the opposite.
Like he's an anti-hero.
Kind of, maybe, because like everybody is kind of losing their shit, and like we haven't even gotten to Dragon Boy yet.
Oh my god!
Like spoiler, but really not. I mean, if you like seen any of the promotional stuff in the website, like he uses fear as his power, not trust. So like these heroes are kind of messed up, and then we saw Nice at the end. Like it might be one of the situations where X might be the answer to what's going on.
The gag, right? Because let's talk. Okay, so X, we have nothing so far to tell us that X is actually a villain. Anyway, just he's mysterious. He seems to be fucking with reality or something. But we never had anything. But let's just play around with the idea that, I mean, at this point, are you on the train of Vortex is the X, the snapping one that we have been seeing? You don't think Vortex?
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. What about in the chat? If y'all can hear me, because I think Vortex is X, or the one the snapping X. I do think he's him. I don't know why. I don't know how he made that change. But if powers are really just the like outcome of what people believe you can do, then they say Vortex is dead, but like these also the same people who just pulled up on these folks and was trying to eat them. Like, I don't believe nothing the commission says. Like, I'm sorry, I don't believe Vortex died. I think here's my crackpot theory. You can give me yours about who you think he is. Vortex came over to see Little Johnny's dad. I don't think he killed him. I also don't think he killed him. I think he was maybe his friend. He probably disagreed with him, but it was on some Gojo ghetto. Yeah, it was on some Gojo ghetto shit, right? Like he just like was trying to talk to him, but I think he potentially saw who came to kill Little Johnny's dad or whatever. I think he knows. And I don't really necessarily, because they say he died in the same plane crash Lucky Cyan was in.
Who?
They say he died. Vortex died in the plane crash.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
after his battle.
And I thought it was that same plane crash that Lucky Cyan died in.
Mm-hmm.
And that plane crash wasn't random. So I don't necessarily believe Vortex died. That's just me. I don't necessarily believe he died, and I think he's X. I don't know what happened.
Why did you not think the plane crash was random? Was that something established?
It was definitely something the commission did. They crashed the plane to kill.
And was that like established in the show, or was that something?
It wasn't established in the show, but it did. I remember when Lucky Cyan's story was going on about the plane crash. I remember there being a conversation between somebody about the plane crash, in the sense of, and it gave that feeling of like, we can't let people find out about this. Like, it was kind of on some like conspiracy shit, like, oh, this plane crash. Like, it was, when you hear them talk about it, it was it Brock or whatever his name is? Somebody was having one of them
related to Cyan's ability.
Well, she was in the plane crash and she got her ability in the plane crash because everybody put their wishes on her. But at the very beginning of her story, it opened with them talking about this plane crash. Like, some people from the commission or some shit was talking about the plane crash.
Okay.
So my theory is the commission crashed that plane, and that's why they didn't want. It was something about they didn't want people like to figure that out. It was something about the plane crash they didn't want people to figure out.
Okay, so the commission crashed the plane, and you're saying that
to kill Vortex.
That it was to kill Vortex.
Queen's dad was the one talking about it.
It was a byproduct. Yes.
She was a byproduct of it, but I think they crashed the plane to kill Vortex for some reason. So I don't believe Vortex actually died. If he died, it wasn't. I don't know. I just don't believe he died. And also, if it's Vortex, who we saw was able to fly and all that kind of stuff, it's potentially that he could survive a plane crash.
Okay.
Not be in the plane crash when it, like, I that's my crackpot theory, and I think X is Vortex.
Okay, well, lock that in, and definitely let's see, because I'm not 100% sold on mine either. Like,
and the other reason I believe it could still be the same person is because we know trust gives you certain powers, but fear gives you different powers.
And that's one thing I didn't want to lose too, because you're mentioning about their powers and whatnot. But I think the way fear and trust works, it looks like you have an established ability, more than likely from the perception of what like your traits are or your personality. So like that's
what people believe about you, kind of.
Exactly. So I feel like once that core ability is established, then it just like alters from there. I don't think you get like a completely different ability.
Yeah. So that's like the one thing I'm trying to wrap my head around, like how with his Vortex powers, and if this was a fear versus trust thing, be related to him messing with reality.
Right. And that was the one, because I got to go back and listen to that planning conversation because I don't remember, and that could be very juicy info. But if I was to pick any hole, that would be the one, is that with fear, like with DJ Shindig, it altered his abilities and went from joy or ecstasy to sadness.
Right.
So it would be like, how would his Vortex get to that ability? So
that's like, and that's also my gap with it too. Like, I haven't made that connection, but for some reason I just feel like Vortex is him.
He's like, you didn't show me a dead body, because that is true in a lot of media. You don't show a dead body, it's a misnomer. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, like when you didn't show it, it was just in passing. Because I kind of, like you said, he said, oh, he died in the plane crash. So now I don't have anything to do. Which also, from the time he died in the plane, how many years? Okay, so there was a time skip. Because I'm like, Lucky Cyan was a baby in the plane crash, but they definitely showed little Johnny talking about, oh, Vortex died in the plane crash. So now I don't have anything else to do. So I'm still a little.
Yeah, because it's the same. We got his story all the way from he was a kid to the end.
All the way up.
Cyan got from her kid all the way up to now. And I think the most recent is where they're driving and they see Big Johnny. I think that's the most recent we get of them, in their state. That's the oldest, I guess I should say, that we get them. But yeah, I think that my crackpot theory for
Yeah,
X,
let me hear yours.
I think he is. I have three.
Not three crackpot theories. I'm gonna need you to
I
calm
do.
down.
It's just because my brain just like it goes in so many different places, and I already said two of them. Is one is that I think he is the neon-esque villain that was
Okay.
the hero apparently that went bad and tried to
Mm-hmm.
do whatever, and Iso stopped him, got his fame and notoriety. So that's one. I think he could be the answer to the bullshit going on with the top 10 and the actual commission itself. Like, he is the anti-hero for the bullshit going on the commission, because the commission is obviously up to no good. They are setting up murders. They are putting the heroes against each other, having them low-key take people out. Like, Rock is the reason all of this is really going on, I feel like, right now in this moment. So there always is like Gojo is for the Jujutsu Kaisen
Yeah.
uh, world. Like, he sees the horrible in it, and now he's stepping in to,
Yeah, he's kind of like
correct.
a double agent almost. Like he's in there just to keep an eye on it.
Exactly. And
But
then my
yeah.
last crackpot theory is that either he is the masked man that is doing all this shindig, because we still don't know who that is, that corporation is specifically, or who that masked man reports to, which could also be X. So that
That
was kind of
good.
2 and 1, but those are my 3.
They are keeping him hidden so well for so long, and
They
I love
are.
it. I actually,
And the
they are
fact
aging
that he
us.
is still like top of the popularity charts, and he's only been in like maybe 2 episodes.
We really haven't seen this man. And
Yeah.
also, oh, to support my crackpot theory, that's why I think he also gave Lucky Cyan that coin, like when she was out there, because he was just like he was on the plane with her, like he was part of that plane crash, and she's the only one he's ever shown up in, like her story or whatever, like in that way. And it would make sense that he would keep an eye on the girl who survived the plane crash with him. So I don't know. My crackpot theory is very
Okay. I like that emotional tie.
yeah, I don't think he's really a bad guy. Deanna gave her crackpot theory. My crackpot theory is that new E-Soul is a double agent for treatment, hence how he knew Moon's location. Yeah, I'm so interested in whoever E-Soul, whatever one we talking about. All of them, I think interesting.
Well, I'm lost though because I forgot who Tree Man is. Who's Tree Man?
Double agent for Tree Man.
Who is that?
Who? Yeah, I thought it was a group. That's not Tree Men. The three.
Do my Googles. I don't know. Tell me who
Would
that
you
is.
say? Yeah, tell us, Deanna, specifically, because I thought it was the group, a group of the men who were working together. Would you suggest this anime to a casual? Yeah, because it's not
Absolutely.
really the man in the red. Oh, that's the man in the red suit. Okay.
Okay, got you. He is the name I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know the pink haired dude's name, but that's how I describe it.
I thought that it was all of them together, but it's just him. Okay, cool.
Well,
Because I
they're
thought it
all
was
different
him.
heads.
Yeah, but I thought it was him. I thought it was like the three, like him, the other guy, and I don't know nobody's name.
Like
that's
that,
who I
that's his
assumed it
name.
was. Yeah, but yeah, you absolutely can watch this if you don't really watch anime because it's not related to any old. It's not related to any old IP, and it's kind of more like a what's that show, The Boys or something, where it's like heroes, corporations, and if you like The Boys, you can probably get into this. I think very low barrier to entry. You don't have to know anything, and it's a
I think this
Chinese
is,
Chinese story.
I think this is tied to, like, there's other to be heroes.
Yeah,
I just don't know if they follow the same, like.
you don't need to have watched any of those to watch this.
Yep, there is. It's to be hero, to be heroine, and then to be hero X where we're watching.
Yeah. And I haven't watched any of the other ones, and I'm not having any issues. So I don't think that you need to have watched anything. I was trying to go back to find that scene about the plane crash. So just go ahead and hold space while I go back to this.
Well, I did take a look at To Be Hero just because I was so trying to find like more content when it first started airing, because I love the animation style of it, and it was not at all what I expected. Just do not go to the other To Be Heroes or To Be Heroine looking for the same vibes of To Be Hero X. You're not gonna find it. You're not gonna find it. It's a different show. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all I had for
Um,
Ghost Blade and Little Johnny. We definitely was cracking into his story, but I think there's definitely still more there.
yeah, you can go ahead. I just wanted to say with the plane crash, they definitely made a point to say like there hasn't been a plane crash since the founding of the commission. Like there's just not plane crashes in this world. And the commission automatically sent out a special investigation team for the crash. And the guy, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna pull up the picture of him because I don't know nobody's name. So oh, I'm sharing the wrong tab. Damn. Oh, it's the wrong one. Let me share my I think I gotta pull it up. This guy was at the plane crash.
Oh, him.
Mm-hmm.
So him, I'm still holding out on. I don't know if he is really so caught up in the commission's BS. Like he's like knee deep in it, but I don't know if he's as corrupted. A part of me wants to believe he's not, but this show has.
We can't trust nobody at this point.
Yeah.
And then later on we see that and later on we see that same guy having a conversation I was talking about. He was talking about it, I think Queen Dad or something. I don't know, but I just feel like there was like this kind of understood like some shady going on. And the fact that the commission like instantly sent out an investigation team, I think maybe something was going on. Even if they said Vortex died on the plane, I don't know. I ain't see nobody's on there. I don't see nobody's, but look at
you don't show us the death. It ain't, especially with a character that you are like making important to the story, like in Walking Dead, in any show. Like if we don't see a death, they're probably either coming back or about to be used for something.
Yeah.
Like that's a big money shot at characters passing. Like you don't pass it up without a story attached to it,
Yeah. I'd be very curious to see how that goes. But I guess we can go into. You tell me what was going on with Little Johnny Dad. What was going on there?
So we don't fully know exactly what's going on with Lucky Johnny's dad. We still don't have that Lucky Johnny.
You call him Lucky Johnny.
Little Johnny's dad. We don't fully know what's going on. We don't have all the details, but he used to be X. And I do love finding out all these heroes that used to be the number one.
Yeah.
Like I do want to see more of them in action. Like I would love to have seen Little Johnny's dad really go to town with Ghost Blade, because he seemed like he got taken out pretty easily. But yeah, so he has his mom die, so they try to build a life. But the alien that escaped from the plane crash they did not investigate was stolen and now a part of their family. So I think moving forward here, it's just Little Johnny trying to figure out who really killed his dad, and we know the answer to be Ghost Blade. But watching him traverse with Ghost Blade and like build this little relationship in his head anyway, with Ghost Blade, and then get into this end, like I feel like it's really about to be
you're in danger
to the point where I think Nice is probably gonna maybe kill Little Johnny or very, very much so injure him. And that's how we're gonna get Big Johnny, Little Johnny going crazy. Big Johnny.
Yeah.
I definitely think Little Johnny is in danger, especially if powers are Pokemon trainer centric. What is he?
And especially if Ghost Blade loses this fight.
Wait, say that again.
I say he's definitely finna get yeeted or something if Ghost Blade loses this fight, because he's really the only way.
Even Ghost Blade, because when Iso showed up, I'm thinking it's the help. No, he's squaring up with Little Johnny and Big Johnny too. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both
battle royale. It don't matter. Like they all.
But I think
to be okay.
But I think if Ghost Blade wins, he wouldn't attack Little Johnny right now.
Well, that's his mission. His mission is to kill Little Johnny.
I know his mission is to kill him, but now that E-Soul showed up also trying to kill him, I feel like Ghost Blade is gonna be like, bitch, what the fuck is going on? I think that's like, if he doesn't get killed by E-Soul, I think this is the moment where he will be our vehicle to question what the commission is really on, because remember, old boy told him the same thing, like, okay, you need to kill him. But then Esau came in here trying to kill him and me.
Yeah, and it could be like
So
because
like,
of
what's
the whole. I think they made it a point to that. At least I vividly remember him saying he doesn't research the people he's tasked
yeah,
with
he don't.
killing. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just established that he's always been a yes man, and
Yeah,
this was the
exactly.
reason to give him an arc. So I kind of agree with you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he could. I could see that for him.
Yeah, this will make him question it. I definitely think he was about to kill him, like before Esau popped up. Cause yeah, for me, it would be like, okay, I'm your killer. I'm gonna just do whatever you tell me to do. I don't ask no questions.
But
I'm gonna do it.
also,
Why would you say it? Like for him, I just feel like it would be confusing because it's like you already tasked me with it. I'm good for it. I'm not finna. So why are you sending Esau? Like you sending Esau for me?
but if I play a devil's advocate, to be completely honest, this doesn't seem like equal stakes. If anything, it seems like less motivation for him to give up his life when he gave up his entire world, which is his daughter. Like
Mm-hmm.
he chose being a yes man over her in a life, and he settled for that stalking shit. So for him to like give up everything for little Johnny, who
I
he's
don't think it
already
would
like irritated
be.
with.
Yeah, I don't think it would be for him. But I just feel like it would just be enough for him to pause because it would be like, once again, if you think about his story, it
Mm.
doesn't make sense to also send Esau to clean up. Ghost Ghostblade don't need to
No,
clean up.
it don't. It doesn't make sense. I fully agree with you. I'm just thinking what his motivation would be to actually pull the trigger on that. But again, I'm thinking about this real time, y'all. This is my brain. I feel like I got
Yeah,
a
yeah.
PhD. Also, I guess because he gave up all of that for the commission and sees the shadiness with the commission, then it could make him regret his decision, which could
Yeah.
prevent him to continue to
And
investigate. So I'm back on track now.
and then also his daughter is there and they sending these heroes in there to just kill everybody. It seems like
True.
they're trying to kill
Yeah.
everybody there.
And Knight said that he did not whisper. He said, "I'm gonna kill everybody, and then you, everybody."
So
You. So
yeah,
yeah,
I
if
think
Ghostplay
that's
heard
just,
that, yeah, he would
yeah.
turn up. You're right.
Yeah. I think he would have questions. I don't think he would necessarily. I think he could still potentially kill little Johnny. But I think Ghostblade is quickly going to realize that if Esau was sent in, that this is bigger than just little Johnny. Because if it was just little Johnny, he could handle the job. So I also think that, like, even though Rock got suspicious because Ghostblade volunteered for the mission, I think that go in Ghostblade mind, for me, it's like, okay, you doing more than just killing little Johnny here, because there would be no reason to send somebody else to clean up after me or watch me.
I mean,
So
maybe.
I think Ghostblade will automatically assume that everybody's in danger. If Esau is here and he's trying to kill me as well, he has a higher, just as an assassin, is like he has another mission, not just my mission. He has another mission, and I just feel like that's gonna make him be like, what is really going on? Because yeah, to me, even it still don't even make sense to send. To me, it just don't even make sense to send Esau, even if you were suspicious of Ghostblade. Like with Ghostblade reputation, it don't make no sense.
I do have an argument for that. The argument for that though is because Big Johnny just took out the number one hero. So you giving me number 5 and wherever Esau.
But little Johnny didn't kill Vortex.
No, I mean not killed, but he pretty much like crippled the number one hero. He put him in the hospital. And
yeah, he hurt him pretty bad. But
that's what I'm saying. The fight was over. He won the fight. He won the fight that came out. So send in Ghostblade, while obviously very skillful and efficient, he's still not the number one hero. And there's a hierarchy for a reason. So I feel like sending Esau as a backup would make sense. But the fact that
not in the way he did it.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that he's not backing him up.
He's not backing him up. And that's what I think would make Ghostblade be like, this is weird, because you're actively attacking. Like, I'm like trying to parry you and shit, but it's also like you could have communicated that you were going to send Esau in as backup. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. If we got the same boss and we had the same mission, there's no reason that, one, I wouldn't know. And there's no reason that this man would be trying to actually delete me as well. So I just feel like.
Because Esau came in swinging
Hot.
on everybody. So if he came in with only targeting Lil Johnny, like I feel like he could at least got Lil Johnny and the alien off the table before switching gears to Ghostblade because they
He
had
said, yeah, he said these hands ready to eat for everybody.
and they're under the same management.
And they that's what
So
I'm saying. You literally had the same reporting person. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So I just feel like that would make
yeah,
Ghostblade be like, something wrong.
I agree with you, and that's the hole he needs for that to make sense for me is Ghostblade completely, not Ghostblade, Esau completely just doing what he did there.
Esau is a problem.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm
Esau
saying he
scares
might
me.
be, but he might be a little touched up there with his experience. He might not be, solid.
Because we're still not sure if we think this is old Esau or new Esau. And it really wouldn't matter though, because like you
I was about
said,
to say the
once
whole
new Esau
persona.
won the fight, he got all of the whole loadout.
So yeah, his whole psyche is probably being ripped apart just in his day to day anyway. So him probably not having the best tact in this mission kind of maybe plays.
Yeah, if it's new Esau, it's not a hard lead. Like, I'm not even struggling to figure. Like, if it's new Esau, it actually makes like I'm not struggling to figure out why he would be just like a what they call it, an attack dog for what you call it. Like, I don't even struggle with that. He lost all his friends. Like,
yeah, which brings back, the whole, it felt so random at the moment, Esau taking out Moon, but if that was a order from Rock, then yeah,
let's go back into our Esau and Moon crackpot theories real quick with the new information we have. Okay, just before we get more information, what we have right now is we have Nice. We got a little bit about Nice. We don't have much about Nice before Lean Lane became Nice. So this is the first time we have it, but outside of the fight we saw at the beginning, the show. We now have Nice pulling up like Homelander in this bitch. Okay, so we know Nice is not Nice. And now we see Esau and Nice in the same space. We don't know how this is going to play out, but they are at the same place at the same time. And we also know that Esau seems to be an attack dog for, what's his name? Rock is an attack dog for Rock. So with those elements we now have, do you have are you starting to put together a reason why Esau could have pulled up on Moon?
No, not yet still. I don't have enough to fully make all that make sense. It's just, I'm not so lost as to how it took place. That's new / old Esau. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he just it's not, it doesn't feel like Esau is coming and personally killing Moon for some reason attached to Nice. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like an order.
It's Rock.
Yeah,
it would be Rock.
So now that's the focus as to what Rock, what
could Rock
benefit from
killing Moon,
be taken out, and affecting the commoner.
Yeah, because he also know that that's not the real Nice. So
I want everybody to know.
Well, Rock know. Well, Rock knows. No, at that. Well, he had already revealed himself. Was he the commoner?
Yeah, at that point. At that point, everybody knew. I think. Yeah, when he got taken away. No. You're right. You're right. They didn't know. That was after, because once Moon died, that's when he continued to.
He was still Nice when he went and found Moon, right?
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
He turned into the commoner in that final fight. So you're right.
Okay. So
maybe Rock didn't know though.
I mean, of course Rock would know if we found out Nice was really just his attack dog. Like, if Nice was also one of Rock's or the Commission's dirty workers, right?
Well, I don't think he is. The blonde hair lady he was attached to, or his assistant or whoever, his overseer, she was reporting to one of the other heads. So he's in a different management company than Nice is.
Right. But I'm just saying, at the same time, if the Commission, these people are doing the dirty work of the Commission. Like, Rock is doing dirty work for the Commission.
Well, it's also very much probably self
right, but I mean, as far as we know, like, the Commission wants to hide whatever was at this ship. Like, for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, even though they have their own thing, they still are doing this for the commission. So I just feel like even if there's different management, maybe it's not the blonde, maybe Nice, but who we got to think at this point, who sent Nice then?
Because I think the commission is an entity of its own, right?
Yeah,
But
it's
then
the bigger
all
umbrella,
the
right?
small cogs underneath it. Then that's when you get
Yeah,
into the heads of the management companies.
right.
And I feel like those are the ones that are really causing the left turn.
Yes,
It's them and their own
the
self interest that are moving a lot of these things along. Like right now, I don't think this whole thing is happening because of the commission. These everybody, Little Johnny, Ghost Blade.
no Little Johnny, Ghostblade. I think they're examining the crash site for the scientist guy. That's pretty clear. Lolly's dad. He's examining the crash site.
But that's a front to have Rock have Ghostblade take out Little Johnny and the alien.
But the scientist guy doesn't know that.
No, the scientist guy doesn't know
Right.
that.
He actually wants to. That's what I'm saying. He actually wants to study the crash site.
Right.
Right. So that he's under the impression that that's why he's there.
Yeah.
But the commission obviously wants to kill Little Johnny, and
but I don't know if the commission wants that.
I think the commission is hiding is whatever is going on with the crash site. Whatever tech they got, I think, is possibly from the crash site.
Well, that's the thing. They don't know nothing about it. They could, because their main scientist, the one that was tasked, only investigated the impact of the crash site. He didn't investigate the actual ship that caused. Which that just every time I say it out loud, it blows my mind.
It's so dumb. Like
so
I didn't. Which is also that's the other thing. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So I don't believe it's true. Like at this point, I'm almost.
What's his name got away with the alien though, because of number one, he was the first one there. And he got away with the alien. And so he's the only one that knows that Big Johnny even has an attachment to the alien ship. The only thing they know about this crash site is that the material of the site now repels and controls fear and trust. That's the only thing.
Right. And I'm not saying that the people who we've heard from are lying. I think the commission is higher than them. And I think we haven't seen what the commission knows. I think the commission knows something about the crash site. And they don't want the smaller people to find out, which at this point I'm assuming the commission sent Nice. Now I think Esol is there for Rock, right? Esol there for Rock. I don't think Nice is there for Rock.
Yeah, not at all.
So we gotta figure, like, if he with the blonde lady and she don't seem to be nothing but just a management, she really don't seem to be nothing but what she is.
It's who she was talking to.
Then we have to say the commission sent Nice then.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else specifically or why. So that would be my only thing is And because you say that, when every time I say the commission, I'm thinking of those three people at the head of that table.
Them.
But also they were reporting to someone. They was on the phone getting orders or following up with something. So there's
somebody we don't know who really And that might be the person X fighting, like you said. If he's an anti-hero, he's fighting the people we can't even see.
Yeah, probably.
Or haven't seen. I mean, because what good would his power do? Like, to me, it's like, what good is his power?
That's the thing. It has to be like, it's probably going to really gag us once we see the full extent, because it has to be used in we know it's effective.
It's
what I mean? We
right.
just don't know how.
Yeah, because if he, like you said, if he's some type of anti-hero, I mean, he's not doing this just to fight little lackeys and be X. He is X. Like, so he's, like you said, if he's an anti-hero, then for some reason that specific power makes sense for who he has to fight, I think.
Yeah. I think we just know too little. I honestly don't even think we're going to get enough by the end of this, which I'm okay with based on how much it has given us.
Yeah. I think honestly, I actually think we will. By the time, I think it's gonna come together. Like, it's gonna be so obvious.
You think we're gonna be able to put a button on it?
I think for the most part, I think we'll have a good understanding of everything. I think they may leave something open for more story, obviously. But I do think with everything we're finding out, this feels like it's about to be like this commission is using alien technology basically to control the world, because all this trust and stuff like that. The thing I'm pretty convinced that's the story, obviously, that they're telling. but I'm just curious to see like how X's power fights these people, because I'm with you in that party that he's fighting them. I don't think he's really a villain, but obviously you're a villain if you are going against the commission.
Yeah, depending on whose definition. It's
Yeah,
like, boy,
exactly.
like the superheroes are not the superheroes. The anti-heroes are the heroes. But
Yeah. So according to the commission, he is a villain.
right.
So
And
yeah,
that's
I'm
why
just
they was tripping out, because and they made it a point as well that they were just as curious as to who this man was that just showed up and took over the top 10 in a heartbeat. Like
yeah.
they were just as gagged as the rest of the world. So he's
So
much of
nobody knows
a
him or where he
confusion to
came
him.
from. Right.
Right.
So if he had trust power, how would he have gotten? I think we talked about that before. That's always so interesting to me. Like if this is a power built off trust, but it can't be, because nobody don't even know who the hell he is.
So that's probably a loophole in and of itself, because
Right.
like, yeah, you would have to have some type of groundswell. You can't just appear out of nowhere with
That
abilities
powerful.
unless you were able to build a fan base. We saw with Ghostblade. He didn't even want to be a hero. He was just in a deli cooking in an open kitchen, and people were fucking being creeps and taking
Right.
photos of him over and over again, and he just built a fan base and became who he is. So like it's not an overnight process. So he has
Yeah.
to have some type of knowledge outside of what we know
Hmm.
already. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to trust and fear, that's why I'm like, I really think like he is
Or he done
gonna
got a
be
hold. He done got a hold of that same technology that maybe the commission is even using. Like maybe there's
probably.
some kind of technology from this ship that they claim they ain't even looking in, that allows you to change reality. Because I'm still trying to figure out how y'all done made the trust system. Like how?
And actually, that's a good segue, because I
Hmm.
don't know if we really gonna get. I mean, unless you got any more theories, I think I'm tapped out there. But that did
Yeah.
lead me to um, Lolly,
Hmm.
bringing it back to her, and that's why I'm so like into Lolly, is
Okay.
because the concept of her. I need people to stop playing on her name. Like she is one person that has a foothold in any situation that is ever going to show up from here until the end of the story. You know what I mean? Like she
Because she
is the
repels
answer
it.
to it. Like right, like I need this dad to really lock in. He pissing me off. But anyway,
He really is.
um, he really like, because he going up against all these people. Like when she ran up, who is it that tried to punch her with all his strength?
That was actually, wasn't that wasn't Ghostblade?
Was that Ghostblade?
Well, she was fighting Ghostblade in the which I was laughing about that, thinking about it when they played Ghostblade, and we was like, I don't know who I was watching it with, or was it you? And they were like, dang, this random attacker is like this random mugger on the street is like super combat trained, and it ended
Oh,
up being Ghostblade.
uh-huh. Because that was wild. I said,
I
bitch,
was
I
like,
don't ever want to have a stalker like that, bitch.
yeah, I
At
think
that point,
that's what you
I'm just
said.
gonna turn around and be like, let's work something out. You
Yeah, I
tell
was.
me what you into, and I'll tell you what I'm willing to do.
That's why I started laughing, because I remember you saying it about about the stalker being combat
That's
trained.
wild, bitch.
And the,
Imagine running down an alley and turning around and seeing this nigga ping pong off the walls.
that's why I started. I was like, oh, it was Ghostblade. That's why this random stalker was so combat trained. But yes,
That's terrifying.
but now
But
it
you
makes
about to
sense.
get R-worded.
He actually, but he wasn't. He was actually an assassin. So
Right.
that
Trying to
made
protect
sense.
his baby.
Trying to protect his daughter. So I had a good laugh about that. But she fought Ghostblade and actually held her own because he got hands. And
But and
Nice
that's
tried to
what's
punch
leading me to
her.
my question.
Nice just
Well,
tried
oh,
to
that's who it was. Thank you,
yeah.
because I was literally fast forward trying to figure out who it was. I'm like,
Yeah.
somebody has to be strong enough to punch her, but it canceled out. So Nice went to punch her and matched, and she like was able to cancel out his trust. So he punched like a regular human.
Mm.
So it seems on paper that she would be infallible, but I started to think, and I'm like, there are ways around her ability. And I want to see how obvious it is to anybody. So what do you think is her weaknesses when it comes to trust and fear?
I don't even know what her power is.
Like just with just the blanket statement of her being able to negate the
Yeah.
effects of
Like
trust and
negates
fear,
it, like period.
how would a powerful, because keep in mind, she's not X. She's not number 2. She's not number 3. I think she's like number 5, maybe number
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
So she is not stronger than some other people. So how do you think, what do you think her weakness is? In my head, I have one, and you probably could break it
I
apart. But
just feel
I'm
like obviously
curious
she
if you
ain't
got
in the
one.
suit. She a wash.
That's true too. You catch her off guard.
Yeah,
But if
she
she
ain't in the
is in
suit.
the
She a
suit, if
wash
you
if she's
squaring up with her and she caught you doing some shit, you a
yeah.
villain.
What's her
How
weakness?
would you think? Yeah, like if you had any power too, like how would you overcome her ability to cancel out your ability?
Because she cancels out fear. She cancels out trust too.
Yeah, both of them, fear and trust.
The
Because
only I feel
Nuts
like
doesn't
only
have
the
fear.
maybe the commoner might have a chance, but his power still built on trust too. I don't
So
know.
my thought process is if you have an ability, because when Nice went to go punch her, it's not like she's like erased her head from my hero. She can't take away your ability just by looking at you or doing it from a distance. Like when you interact with her, that's when your powers get canceled out. So when Nice physically punches her, his punch is supposed to have power because of his trust and it cancels out. So like if somebody has telekinesis, I'm throwing a building at you, bitch. Let's see you stand there,
Yeah,
because that's the
like
thing.
physical
I,
damage.
I'm yeah, I'm picking up something and projecting it with my trust, but once it gets in your vicinity, it can lose trust. It's not going to lose velocity.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
obviously she can't. She probably would struggle with somebody like X who can
So that's
shift
exactly. So I'm trying to think
reality.
like it would need to be, but that's the thing. He wouldn't be able. He would be able to affect reality around her, but not her. He wouldn't be able to use his like if
Because
it's
we
a
don't
person
really
with
know, because we
telekinesis.
actually don't really know what he's doing. Like we're just seeing it, but
Mhm.
his whole ability could be just getting in your mind. Because we saw when Queen fought him, she don't even remember nothing. So
But he
all
wouldn't
of
be
that,
able to do that because she's
and
protected
yeah,
with
that's
the
what I'm
armor.
saying. Because and that's what I was thinking. Like you're probably right, because to some degree, what we think X is doing is actually shifting reality. Like maybe he is, because we do see
Maybe,
all these reality shifts,
and we
but he
still don't
also
know.
could just be getting in people's heads and like making them think that they're going in between these different things. So and if that's the case, then you're right. Then would telekinesis work on her in that case?
I don't think so, because
Yeah, if
you
he's
are
using
using your
fear.
ability on it. You would
Yeah,
have to use your ability on something else
yeah.
that doesn't
And
have
she has
trust.
a helmet on too, so he
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to get into her mind
mind.
potentially.
Yeah, like she's fully fine if somebody don't know what her ability is,
Mm-hmm.
and she go in and handle business, take care of it.
Yeah,
Now
you would
give
have to
people
like
time to think
use collateral, like you said, use the people around
or that.
her as collateral or environmental damage. Yeah. But yeah, that just brought up an interesting point that maybe what we've seen of X is not even really him doing that for real. He's just getting in people's mind and potentially
Until they
using
put it on
fear.
paper,
Yeah. And potentially
he
using
could be doing
fear to make them
anything.
see all this stuff. So yeah, she would be a good counter, I guess, to him if that's the case.
Yeah.
I do agree.
So
Okay.
So I'm Team Lolly until she get the respect she deserves. That's where I'm at. And I always gonna support the community.
She's
Hey.
very cute. Are they? But they're not dating, are they?
I mean, it's heavily
Oh wait, it's a Chinese show, so
it's
yeah, they not
heavily
going. Yeah,
implied.
it's a Chinese show. They not going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, her giving her that little kiss and her blushing and their just
yeah,
relationship in general. The fact
yeah,
that she knows this girl so well and is fighting for it feels like ownership of this person
mm-hmm.
compared to her father. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It just feels like
People
yeah,
really hate
exactly. Lolly
Lolly.
hate is crazy. I don't get it.
Crazy. I don't know why anybody would hate Lolly, but
I know you wasn't seeing it for her.
I mean, yeah, I just didn't care for the
Yeah, you
whole.
wasn't hating her.
Yeah, it's just generally her kind of storyline doesn't compel me. Like the super smart genius who uses their, she's like a Tony Stark or something, basically. That's generally not the hero. Like I lock in with. So it's just not
Yeah, I'm
the
usually not a
archetype.
mecha person either.
Yeah, I'm not really a
I
mecha
run away from
girl.
mechas.
I'm not really the genius scientist who becomes a hero because they're so smart. Like that generally isn't the archetype I lock in with. But I don't understand why people hate her though. That's
Yeah,
kind of
that's a little
weird.
much.
Yeah, she's not unlikable. Her dad's unlikable.
She just
But
wants to be herself.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, so I don't get
Want
that
to live her
either.
life.
Yeah, now I hate little Johnny's. Yeah, they can go ahead and eat him.
Yeah, little Johnny's just annoying. I don't find Lolly
Yeah,
annoying. I think
no.
he's quite funny, actually.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm curious to see this fight, but what can we move to next? Because we kind of talked about that. This fight was crazy, actually. Um, I will say again, Eso scares me. I don't never want to see him outside in a fight. I don't. Eso is a problem.
Honestly,
I
Nice did a good job of sending chills down my spine. Maybe because it was just
Nice
the shock
scared
of him
me.
showing up on screen, but
Yeah,
him just stating that line. And again, shout out
the
to
face was crazy.
I did
Yeah,
not often kudos to the dubs, the voice acting in the English, but this is another show where it's like him delivering that line. I mean, besides Lil Johnny, him delivering that line was very effective to me.
yeah,
And I often feel like that could be very, very, very corny in English, but
yeah,
he came and delivered. I was like, oh, y'all
yeah.
are not everybody's making it out of this. Nice is killing one or two of y'all.
Nice is scary, and I've been like the whole time. I'm like, oh, I want to see Nice again. I kind of want to see what he got going on, and this
I
was
don't
not
know.
the
We
way
want
I
to see the
thought.
commoner. We
Yeah,
want to
this
see the commoner.
but this was not the Nice I thought I was gonna see again when I got to see Nice. Like I was curious about what he was doing before because remember we met Nice jumping off a building,
Mm-hmm.
so we
Yeah,
have
and
no
we was like, the
idea.
world. Look what the world has done to him. Oh,
Right,
Nice, just such a victim. But I mean,
we
I
have no
came into this
idea.
show already knowing. I came into the show before I saw even one episode. Before we did that show where we watched those trailers, I knew and heard that Nice was basically Homelander. I heard that.
Hmm.
But as I saw the trailers, as I saw the show, they did a fantastic job of just completely
I
erasing
forgot.
that narrative. It never left my mind, but I was just seeing like nothing supports that idea. And because this is a show that doesn't really have like a manga, I guess I wasn't I wasn't believing that was just like hard fact truth. So like
Yeah,
when we continue to go, I'm like, oh yeah, that must have been some bull, and it left my brain until number 19 weeks.
they
Y'all
really
waited
like they
and came
gave
back and
so
gagged
much time between when we were begging to understand more about what Nice was like. I forgot, and yeah, so it was a gag because I was not ready for that. Like I just I'm speechless. Like, what
because
is he about to
they trusted their
do?
part, they trusted their journey, they trusted their product, they knew they was gonna get to the story, and they had to tell it in the way they needed to tell it. So
Oh, and how strong is he about to be? And that also gives me confidence that we're about to circle back around and start to tie up all the. We're gonna start to slowly circle back around. Like we're starting to
um
see people that we're gonna go through other heroes, but we're starting to see people again that we haven't seen in a long time. That's what it feels like. We seeing Isol again. We seeing Nice again. Like I'm just hoping that as we go farther along, like I really enjoy, even though I feel like I know a little less about Little Johnny than I kind of knew about other people. I did appreciate his little arc because it started to weave in a lot. I think his arc probably had the most weaving in of characters so far than we've seen with any other arc. And so
mhm.
I would hope and feel like the next couple arcs are going to be the same. Like we're going to see that character, but we're also going to keep getting the tapestry woven in pretty good as we keep going. The perfect amount. Like I think it's a good amount. Like we learned a lot about him, but we also started to get other stuff getting mixed back in little doses. And I think there's going to be little as we keep going. Like it's going to be more like this than the previous ones.
Yeah, I
Hey
feel
yo.
like we still have
Yeah, we're gonna get
two
people all
more.
the
We
way
still have
through.
at least two more heroes to dive into that we haven't gotten yet. We haven't gotten the talking dog.
Right.
I don't even know if he talks. And
Yeah,
then we
he
haven't
saved it.
gotten Dragon Boy.
But then you also have to remember that that's just how it is laid out. Like we're not getting episodes that's not introducing a hero, pretty much, because the last one
But
is
I think
X.
I still haven't seen this list. I just been going
Oh,
off of what you've been
really?
telling me. But the
Yeah.
one with the
Let me
like
see.
dedicated to each hero. I heard that this next episode 20, isn't a hero dedicated one at all. Is that
Let
the
me see.
case?
I thought the
Because if
next one
that
was
is,
Dragon Boy. Let me see. Hold on.
oh, okay.
No, it's got a question mark. It looks like it's the commission, I think.
So I think this is going to
Here,
be
I'll
one of
pull
those
it up.
episodes that is going to be like hardcore
Tying some stuff
converging.
in.
And I
Yeah.
think people like Dragon Boy and maybe the Dog Hero are going to be current day. I
Modern
think
day.
that's where
That's what
we're
I
going to
think.
get right back to the modern day with those two specifically. One, because one, for some reason, that dog is heavily tied to X.
Yeah.
Like in the promotional stuff, their storylines for some reason are mixed. Like he crosses paths before he gets into this big fight with the dog, and
Mm-hmm.
then Dragon Boy, the big topic is fear and the utilization of fear, and that's how he gets his power. So he's probably going to be a byproduct of this stuff with DJ Shindig, I'm assuming.
That's what I was kind of saying. Like, I think because we saw Nice again, Isol again, like you said, this next episode is gonna kind of tie up a lot of this like backstory stuff, and then we're gonna be going forward from here. I think, that's what I was thinking, because we're starting to see some modern day people we started out with again, that I'm like, okay, that's probably a sign that we're about to go head back to the present day.
And I
but
would
I'm
really like that
excited.
because it hammers down why you just gotta trust the journey, because those heroes we couldn't explain fully in present day. We had to do the background.
Yeah.
So now saving those saving those last two, Dragon Boy and the dog, it just makes sense for them to take place without the flashback.
So we just finished this one. We have is this the tower or the commission?
Yeah, that's the tower.
Yeah, the tower. And then we got Dragon Boy, the dog, and
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and the fact that he's right before X, there's some type of major tie-in with X and this dog for some reason.
Because X, you're not gonna convince me. You only give me X one episode, so it's almost probably like their episodes are really kind of together.
I mean, if you gave him one full episode, I could see it with their pacing.
But like you said, if the dog is heavily tied with X, it's almost like it's really like 2 episodes for X. Kind of like how. Yeah, kind of how like not Dragon Boy, Little Johnny and Ghost Blade stories are kind of like, it's really like 3 episodes of Ghost Blade, but it's like really Little Johnny's episode. Like it's 3 Little Johnny episodes, but it really was like that other one was half Ghost Blade and half Little Johnny. I think it's gonna kind of be like that with X in the dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they count it from the moment we probably get their exposition.
Yeah, or we might actually see
X in and says theirs.
All them last episodes, all them 4 episodes might be heavy X episodes.
And the last one is just buckle up, bitch.
Yeah, because what if Dragon Boy knows X? Yeah,
listen, I mean, seeing this
works with him.
Have you seen any of have you seen Dragon Boy has another form? I think I
did see one of his sneak peeks, but I don't know. Did he have more? I thought he was one of the ones.
No, I only seen him transform once.
Okay. Because if he uses fear, then he's not working for the commission. If he's not based off trust, then he's
in the top 10 though. That's the big question. Why is he in the top 10 if he doesn't use trust? So he has to be commission based at some point.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess that's just based off who. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how he ties in everything.
Because on top of that, the rankings are, I believe, established. Once they do that big tournament, I feel like that's when the list gets updated or whatever. So he could just go in the tournament and kick ass, and it's undeniable.
Yeah, I'm like, can you just go in a tournament as an independent? Like you don't have a management company, you just go in.
Lolly doesn't have trust.
Yeah. Right.
She's her own entity, and she's a ranking hero.
Okay, that's what I'm about to say. So to compete as a hero, I don't think you necessarily have to have a management company or anything. So maybe he just be showing up because he liked to fight.
Yeah, because X just showed up.
Yeah, and started beating people up, and that was it.
Seconds.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I'll be interested to see, but I have a feeling he's gonna be heavily tied to that. I was trying to see it, but yeah, I only saw the one Dragon Boy video. I didn't see anything else, so it was just the one we saw. So
he's gonna be a trip. I feel like we're gonna get dark when Dragon Boy come.
But I feel like it's gonna be super dark from here on out. Honestly,
yeah.
With Nice coming back like that, I feel like it's taking a turn, and we just gonna stay pretty dark.
Because even Nice is bottom of the list when it comes to the top 10 heroes. So this power scaling thing, it makes me start to believe that it's not just what your number is for the trust, because it also is how you use it, right? It's not just the weapon that makes the warrior. It's the warrior, and how he utilizes the weapon. So if it's really based on these context, because it needs to be based on this tournament for me, because for Nice to come in as gung-ho as he is, and that confidence, and not be top of the list. I mean, granted, this in the past, so maybe he was higher.
And also, he's just fighting. He wasn't expecting to be fighting. I don't think another. I don't know how much he knows, but he pulled up on the scientists and the girls. So I'm also, I'm finna kill y'all.
Oh wait, he
y'all
did pull up on them. I'm thinking he pulled
didn't
up
expect,
in the Johnny fight.
Yeah, he didn't expect Lolly.
Right.
I don't think at
That's
all.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he even knows. Does he know Ghostblade? That's what I'm like. He clearly was sent by somebody else. Because does he not know? He might not even know Ghostblade there.
I think he knows somebody there. Like, he knows there's other heroes there. I just don't know he knows all the details.
Yeah, that's what I'm like wondering what's gonna happen when he run up on Iso. Like, because Ghostblade is sent in secretly by Rock. Like, Ghostblade is like a secret hire. You don't know. Like, you know what I mean? He moves but under. So I don't think Nice even knows Ghostblade is there. Just like Iso didn't. Well, Iso, I think Iso knew Ghostblade was there. Yeah, he did. He knew. But so I think it might be interesting to see how Nice responds to seeing Ghostblade and Iso there.
I'm ready to see the action. It's just so many people right now interacting, so I'm just like, I need to see it.
Because I don't know, because I feel like maybe this will be the origin of whatever beef Iso and Nice, if they got a beef, got going on.
Yeah, and then maybe him thinking that Nice is still alive. Action that for Nice, not knowing it's the commoner.
Yeah, because that's why I'm like super intrigued. I'm seeing Iso and Nice in the same building, so I'm like, oh, is this? Do they have? Because
around that time, it makes sense. Like, they did the faking Moon's death. They were still hiding he was still hiding as Nice at that time. Once she did the fake death, he was still masquerading, and then that's when Evil Eye came, or whatever his name is, and did the whole she's still alive. I think at that moment he still didn't. He didn't come out as not being nice at that moment still. So once it was all said and done, and he got back to Moon, the public perception is that Nice is still nice.
Right.
So yeah, that kind of.
So why would he kill Moon? That's why I'm like, what the hell I'm just so curious to see what Nice is about to do, because I'm like, what would Nice have done? Like, if it is that. But I think Rock and Iso said in the car that, we just gonna have to go rogue on the commission, right? Didn't they say that?
I wouldn't put it past Rock.
Rock said something like, I guess we're not something with the commission anymore.
I can't remember, but
when he was talking to him,
I would believe it.
Yeah, when he was talking to him in the car, before they showed him pull up on Ghostblade and Little Johnny, he said something in the car about, I guess we going rogue from the commission. And so that's also why I feel like Iso showed up with some extra hype, because I don't think they were trying to please the commission anymore, based off what Rock said. So they've gone rogue. So that's why I'm wondering, like, what is Nice gonna do? I feel like Nice is gonna try to kill Iso too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like when he said everybody, he meant everybody. I feel like Nice is there to hush everybody,
clean up.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not expecting Iso to be there.
Yeah, but I don't think that's gonna stop him.
I don't think that's gonna stop him. And wait, because Iso lost an arm, right?
Eventually, I believe he did. Yeah, I think he lost an arm in that battle with what's his name? Wait, so does the dude have? Oh wait, I don't know. Now
that's what I'm about to say. Hold on, because we seen Iso when he has the suit on. He got an arm. He got an arm, right? Does he only have an arm?
Oh wait, no, because he can't put on an arm. That's not proof, because they can attach arms. They can attach.
Wait, but when we saw Iso, when we saw old Iso in new Iso arc, he had an arm when he had the suit on, right?
Yeah, he every time he got in the suit, he attached an arm.
Yeah, it's only when he was out of suit.
Doesn't have a yeah.
Okay.
So him having an arm doesn't tell us nothing.
When did he lose? See, they gonna maybe have to go back, because now I'm about to say, like, did Nice take his arm?
Maybe that would be interesting if he did. I would love to see it.
Yeah.
In my head, that initial battle would make sense for him to lose his arm there. And I think
But
that it does make sense for me that he lost his arm in his legendary battle when he used that Buster Blade thing against the
yeah.
evil
But then if
hero.
we find out that it was really Nice took his arm, but
That would be gagging.
because you can't say Nice took his arm. Like you can't. So maybe that's true because everybody maybe saw it. I guess everybody saw that battle. But if everybody didn't see that battle, it would be it would be a gag if Nice did it and they covered for Nice and said
you saying that out loud makes me believe it ain't Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I would think it was
but
a
I
battle
would be
everybody
gagged
saw.
if it happened.
Yeah, because it sounds like it was a battle that everybody saw, everybody knew.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they wouldn't fake that, but that would be so crazy if it was him and they were just covering. Ooh, the gag. But yeah, anything else? I feel like I
think that's all I got.
Very excited to see where this is going.
I am too. Now that we're finally here, like I am glad that we didn't talk about this last week just so we could squeeze this last episode in, because now we need to really be prepared.
That's what I'm like. Is it gonna?
I'm ready for the trauma.
Are we gonna be able to watch next week's episode and really be like, we're not talking about this for 3 more weeks? I don't think so.
Oh no, if it's a banging episode, I will be requesting we go ahead.
Yeah. No, because there's really nothing. I mean, we still got 2 more episodes of. I mean, there really is nothing else because we still got 2 more episodes of Don Don and The Summer Hikaru Died before we talk about those. So I mean, there is nothing else like on queue, like in the queue to talk about. So
I mean, we're on interview watch now. So if anything pop up with them,
that would be it.
We got
right. So and then I'm gonna start streaming the newsreader, but that's gonna be in free time. So
okay,
we'll see what's going on with that. But yeah, I don't see any reason why we can't talk about this episode. I feel like this is going to be an episode to definitely talk about because they're going to probably give us a lot of what we've been trying to figure out.
Yeah, I just know I'd have been. I know if I would have been itching at the bit to talk about this
one, yes.
I know I'll be ready for the next one. So.
I had to run this episode back because the last couple of episodes have been kind of like chill, like a little, I mean, not boring, but just kind of like no huge things going on. So then I was not ready for the last part of this episode. Like I was like, okay, this is cute or whatever.
Especially because ever since we left Queen's story, I was waiting for another Queen and Boa fight. And we've been getting little fights, but nothing.
But we hadn't had
the Vortex and the big dude. Whenever you have like a big entity, it just like
it's really.
I like compact human sized fights.
Yeah, we haven't really had any good fights, and I was hoping that's what I was kind of getting bored. I'm like, dang, we ain't gonna see Ghostblade really fight, but it was good to see him fight.
I mean, we saw him eviscerate Shindig, which I'm just like,
that wasn't really even a fight. But this with Iso,
that was a murder.
That was a fight. This was a good fight. Yeah. So I'm very excited to see where it goes. We'll be talking about this next week. I am definitely off on Sunday, so there's no reason we can't talk about it next week. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it for now. Watch The Summer Hikaru Died if you haven't. It's good. It's still got me locked in. I'm loving it. I'm still enjoying it.
Last episode of Kaiju was fire.
I gotta start
talking about it. We were talking about it for a while in our little Instagram anime group.
I heard the last episode of Don was actually good too. King was watching it and said it was like enjoyable.
And we had another conversation because somebody was we're convincing another guy in the group to start watching Don and he was like, kind of against it or whatever from the first couple episodes with the whole balls thing. Yeah. But I was like, I am here for the love story. Everything else is sprinkles, and Don gives it to me with the feel.
And that's what my husband. I love the way he's the way he said it. Miss Isa, he was like, it was a really like the way he said it. It felt like very like slice of life romance energy or something because he said it like it shouldn't be a good because he doesn't really watch like romance slice of life. He don't watch nothing like that. So when he said it, it kind of sounded like he was surprised how much he enjoyed the episode, almost like because it wasn't really action packed or something like that. But he just seemed like pleasantly surprised. So I'm like, okay, what they got going on? It must have been giving some of those vibes because he seemed like.
I feel like people look at the show different when you talk about the show and you don't hammer down on the fights or the freaky nature or the randomness of it. When I talk to people about it and I mentioned Okaroon and Miss ISA's like journey through like their emotional intelligence, like I feel like the response is a lot different
when you just talk about the
The
glitz. You know what I
romance.
mean?
Yeah. That's the part I really like because these fights be crazy and fantastical. And they be cute, but I really love their plot furtherance, their little love story.
Honestly, when I think about Don a fight doesn't come to my head. I can't.
Mm-mm.
I don't think of any Don fights and go, I will remember that 10 years from now. I
No, it's
think
the
of the
emotional moments.
connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solo Leveling, I'm gooning over the battles. I'm gooning over
Yeah.
the abilities and him just aura farming. I'm not doing that with Don.
Cause to this day, the Silky little demon story, her little backstory, the little ballerina
Which
still.
I'm happy we're getting more of the little pink hair girl, but like I'm
Mhm.
like, I want more of like her and Silky.
Yeah. That's
I'm
what I
just
mean.
getting her.
And if you ask me, one of the most impactful Don moments, like you said, it's not gonna be a fight. It's gonna be that
Yeah,
episode where we got that backstory. Because I was toe up,
exactly.
watching that.
Check
And
on me.
my last recommendation for you guys for some viewing, which I already recommended to Twan before this, is 1,000 Players Build Civilization. Rich versus poor, something like that. It's a Minecraft video. It's 2.5 hours long. Listen, you gotta watch it, okay? Get these people in the writer's room. It's so good. And I want y'all to watch it. All 2.5 hours. You can break it up into days. It's like 10 days, I think. I mean, it's 2 weeks, so maybe 14 days. 2 weeks. So you can break it up into every day. You can, if you don't want to watch it all at once. But let me tell you, I'm on day 10. The way them little I almost forgot I had a stream. The way them little 2 hours, I was like, oh shit, it's
Oh,
almost
that's what
5
you're
o'clock.
doing. That's what you was doing.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I got a stream. It is so good. I'm talking about Game of Thrones level story arcs, and these are just people playing the game.
Sean seen it too.
He saw it too. I shared it in the group chat last night. I don't know how he stayed up for 2.5 hours in the middle of the night because I had to share it at like 1 a.m. But I saw it on TikTok. It's blowing up because people were like watching it. They were like, you gotta watch it. I was like, I'm not really a Minecraft video girly, but
yeah, me neither.
No, it's so good.
I mean, Bree said she was in here misty.
I was crying.
And I'm just like, I cannot imagine Minecraft taking me there. But I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna see.
I'm here for the plot.
I could very much eat my words because I am a softie, but I just don't see it. I feel like the pieces is gonna take me out of it. I'm gonna follow the story. You know, I'm gonna follow the story, but I just feel like the visuals of what I'm seeing is gonna like.
I think for the visuals,
prevent me from like really. Leaving.
I think for everything the Minecraft visuals like give you because it's Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know, as he's telling the story, you have the person who did this whole experiment talking you through the video, telling you what's going on, but you also hear the actual players talking, like their voices and stuff like that. He's playing God in this like story. He's floating around, dropping in randomly, like, what are y'all up to? What's going on? What's the tea? They're like giving him like little stuff, and it's just so funny.
Oh, there's a musical score to it too.
They got music like playing in the background, like,
so it's a full for real production.
But the people who are playing are real people.
Got you, but so he's putting it in the
it's like Big Brother, you know,
digestible format of like Game of Thrones or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's gonna hype it a little bit for me.
Yeah, he doesn't push the plot. He literally just dropped these 1,000 people, put 500 on one island, 500 on the other island, and let them play and do whatever they felt compelled to do as humans. And he's literally just playing God and just flying around and just looking, watching them. Yeah, and watching them develop and create kingdoms, and they're having drama, and it's crazy. It is crazy. It's so good though. So give it a shot. It's got 10.5 million views, and it deserves all of them.
Okay,
that's how good it is.
Now that Rashawn added that it has a musical score behind it, that is going to do a lot for the feels. So
yeah, the editing.
I'm not fully saying I'm not going to leak, but
you might not cry.
Be a battle.
You might not cry. I always pick a Pookie Bear in every story.
But so do I.
Yeah, so
you know I do too.
It was my shame.
Once I get attached, it's a different story. Don't tell me who it was, but I'm gonna watch it. But once I get attached to somebody like Olandria, you know how quickly I latched onto Olandria. Like I found my person, and based on how they journey, that's going to dictate my emotions.
All I'm gonna tell you is, if you survive through Game of Thrones, you know how Game of Thrones took you through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. Like you pick a person and you're like rooting for them, and you're like, you can't never rest.
Okay. I might
So-
turn it on. I'm gonna go get me something to drink because I am sober and I do not like it. So I'm probably gonna give me something to drink and turn it on.
We're gonna have to talk about that. Okay.
We don't have to. I'm flourishing.
I'm gonna go get some soju.
Listen, because ain't nobody was having me stop, and I don't drink. I smoke, but I don't got no
It's
smoke.
called
So
being
I'm
an
drinking.
adult. I went bowling with the kids,
Hello?
and I was like, I'm ordering a margarita, because you know what would make this better? A margarita.
A drink.
A drink. I love y'all, but a drink will make this better.
Listen, when I'm at home avoiding work, when I am not paying my bills, when the eviction is piling, you are more than welcome to sit in a circle with me in the middle. But until then, leave me alone.
No, I be drinking.
Leave me alone.
They serve alcohol at Disney World. That tells you everything you need to know about having a drink. So yes, I agree. This is how I felt about 420. Yes.
Yeah,
So
that is how I feel about 420. It's just drinking is when I don't have my grass, and I'm not gonna be able to get my grass.
Oh, see, and that's not even an option for me because I'm a nurse. So it's just like, can't relate.
It is always on the docket for me, girl. I could be the president. I'm gonna find a way.
I mean, most jobs don't. I feel like most stuff don't even care anymore. But nurses, because of the nature of the job, you're giving people drugs, you're administering things that could kill people.
But I wouldn't go into nursing for that reason, because I don't think I would do well hiding it. I would only go into fields I feel like I got a chance.
Oh, because them nurses in Washington was going through it, because it's legal in Washington. Like, you could do it, it's whatever. But they're like, oh no, not for your job, ma'am. People was like, oh yeah, this is not the industry for me.
You would have never got me. I'll be a consultant, bitch.
So yes, that's why I can't relate. So I'm not a hater. I mean, I'm hating, but it's not like that kind of hate. I'm just.
And also, last PSA, and this is not sponsored.
Oh, here we go.
Go get you a flip.
Oh no, really no. Before we go, please, no. Where is it? I know it's close by. Where is it?
Go get you a flip.
You have to show them this Beyonce thing you did.
Oh, hold on. Is it?
Oh my God.
I'd be switching between that one and the Gojo one. And that's the thing, girl. It took me like 2 hours to make. So this is, let me.
Oh, you got to turn off your little.
Hold on, the background.
Hold on, I'm going to put you up on the big screen. Real quick. Okay.
Hold on. Because I had to get this stuff together.
I can't wait to get my little phone. I'm going to put concert.
I can't wait till you too.
I'm gonna have a concert one, and then I want to do like an anime one. And
that's the thing. Only you and my friend Saint are the only ones I know get entertainment out of this. Like, so like the fact that both of y'all are planning on getting it. Like, he's gonna get his. You're about to get yours.
iPhone, like,
and he's the graphic design girly. Like, I can't even imagine what he's gonna do. Like, he was just looking at all mine and asking questions about what I did, and I gave him the rundown. I was like, I shouldn't even have said nothing. I shouldn't have told him that one product because he's gonna blow me out the water. Where is my options? Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Okay, let me know when you're ready to be out. You almost got the flip, but I'm heavy-handed, so it's that's a broke phone waiting to happen.
Oh, hold on. But that's the thing. I got my the case I got. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I could protect. Just take me down off the thing, actually.
Oh, you want to not be up here at all?
There we go. Yeah.
You want to say okay? Just message me in the private chat when you're ready. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get it. I can't wait. I'm gonna put all my different concert footage up. I'm gonna have different themes, and it's gonna be great. What I'm doing right now is ordering hot wings. Do we want ice? I don't think we want ice. I feel like that's extra. I don't remember this meal costing this much when I went there. I guess he gonna message me. Put your hand up when you ready. Okay. Sorry, I was looking at how.
I didn't realize you couldn't hear me.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm a solo layout you. There we go. You got the floor.
But this is the phone. This is my little case. Got my little wallet in the back.
Well, so you got a case that has a little wallet thing in
yeah.
Nice.
So this is the cover screen.
Cute.
Right. I love that shit with my name in the background.
Yes.
If my phone is sitting down on somebody else's desk at work.
So are you making these like graphics or like are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is 100% me, girl.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Well, that's a lie. It's me and ChatGPT. But but I took there's an image of Beyonce on that horseshoe, and because you can't do like video generations with like actual celebrities, like I needed to like have something with like a silhouette.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
I just did that, and then so when I open it, it's the main lock screen, which is my girl Blue.
Yes.
Little edited video.
So you can do video as your screen, and it just loops.
So this is it loops. So this is the lock screen, and then once I go through the lock screen, hold on. Then we got the Children of Destiny.
I love the little like how the camera moves. So wait, how is it doing that? Is that like a special graphic, or it's like?
So I took this is just a photo off Beyonce's website of her and the girls.
Right.
So I took that, and there's an application. Well, first it's a lot of external editing. So I took the photo and took the 3 girls out and rendered the background so it could have a full background. Then I took each individual girl and then put them layered in this app on the phone, and then just change their axis.
That is so cute.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing right now. It is my favorite thing right now.
I'm so jealous.
I've made like 6 different like full-fledged streams now. Yeah,
that's only me
through.
And I just know people are stealing ones, and I'm gonna be too lazy to make my own, so I'm gonna buy one.
Oh, well, I don't got time to change them all, but yeah. So there's that one, and then there is the one with Gojo. I'll just show y'all the theme with Gojo for the anime girlies. Hold on, because you can see, you can change your cover. I gotta go back. Hold on. You can change your cover without opening the phone, which I love.
$8. Yeah, lost your mind.
Hold on. Okay, so she's unlocked. So this is my Gojo one right here.
Oh yeah, that's the one I saw. That's cute.
Yeah, I love.
And how did you get that? That's ChatGPT too?
Yeah, so pretty much you just take a ChatGPT, like go into ChatGPT, and then you create the photo you want. You know what I mean? So I went in and I prompted, I gave it some reference images of Beyonce, and I said I want a background that says Antoine's phone in neon letters that matches the vibe of the image, and then I added some like details for the photo, and it gave me that rendering. And then I had ChatGPT. I said copy this image and make an additional frame that shows her waving and the horseshoe up into the corner. So it gave me those 2 images, and then I took that to VO3, that's the video AI, and that made a video with those 2 images.
That is so dope.
Yeah, it definitely got me over here. It got me over here. Creative juices flowing.
I'm so jealous. I can't wait to get mine. I got to pay off my phone first, so we got to wait. Got to see if we're going to move, and then we'll figure it out from there. So what is this?
Yeah, I got lucky. My Galaxy was given a gift, and it was paid off, so I didn't have much hassle.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll wrap up because I have to go pick up dinner now. So we'll see y'all next week. And yeah, I guess that's it. Keep it cute. Bye. iPhone's looking like peasant too.